Hey guys, it is AzureCuzYeah, and I have a replay between me and Gamerdude. On Steam it goes by Outlawed, and he's in the Matsuda clan. So this is part of the Gamerdude commentator tournament, and this is actually my third round in that. I actually got 2 buys. I'm the only one that got them. I don't know how lucky I got with the first one, but the second round my guy never showed up. Anyway, what's happening here is we both were playing a classical battle, and we had certain effects on, like fog, and it was, I think, summertime, and I had to turn down some of my graphics so you could actually see what is happening here, because it gets so ridiculous since we are both yellow, and the only distinguishing factor is the outline, and mine's sort of like an orange, and his is like a red. And it gets pretty ridiculous to try and see what's happening through this thick fog. And it's practically nighttime, it looks like, on this map too. Anyway, so we're both Oda, and we have different strategies, it looks. I have 2 Great Guard, 2 Yari Cav, 2 Light Cav, 3 Matchlock Ashigaru, 4 Yari Ashigaru, 4 Katana Samurai, 1 Nachinata Warrior Monk, and I have I think it's a 10-star general, and 1 bow warrior monk. So I have a lot of my guys hidden early in the game. I have my Great Guard and Yari Cav hidden over here. I have a Yari Ashigaru and a Matchlock Ashigaru hidden over here. I did have these 2 hidden over here, the Great Guard and Yari Cav. And also, I have 2 Matchlocks and 2 Yari Ashigaru hidden right here. And for the most part, Gamerdude has most of his army showing. I know he has some hidden Cav units, but he has a pretty balanced army. He has 4 Nodachis, I think, 2 Nachinata Warrior Monks, a Yari Ashigaru, let's see, Bow Ashigaru, and he has some Cav units. He has 2 Great Guard and I think a bunch of hidden Yari Cav. So, now this game is pretty much like an ultra battle in the sense that you have so many units. I mean that's kind of not true, but for the sake of playing, there's a lot of units being managed here. I had all 20 slots taken, so I'm going to try to keep track of this for you guys, especially because the colors are so weird. So I do not play the way I usually do in this one. I do not go full-blown taking the trying to go for his army, because you can't see anything. It's hard. You don't really want to walk into a mistake. So pretty much I have most of my guys hidden or just standing still, and I am pretty much just leaving my Cav out here. I really want him to run into my Matchlocks. I want to try to trick him into doing that. And so I just pretty much walk my guys around over here, and at the same time I'm trying to get good positioning for the rest of my guys. I moved my Matchlocks over here so I can move them up on this flank over here, and same goes for these guys over here. I actually pull these guys away because I want another unit of the Matchlocks on the other side of my army here for protection, because he does have way more units over here, and if he does charge me, it would be wise for me to back up, as I do not have too much protection right here. So from Gamerdude's perspective, he's playing pretty defensively. He has a front line of archers that are just waiting for me to move up, and he does have bow warrior monks too. So he can reach pretty far. But we both are pretty far in distance here. I think he moves up to tease me a bit, and I don't think I really take the bait here. I think I actually move back just a tiny bit, but we do not engage. I'm not ready to go on a full-on battle here. And I try to take advantage of the fact that I think he's paying attention over here, and I just hide my Yari Cav over here, because I really want to keep track of where my units are, since they all look the same. It's too much yellow. Anyways, so it's pretty much a standstill again. I'm just toying around with units. He actually pulls away his Great Guard, and I'm trying to think of a way to attack him with all my units at the same time, as I do not want to lose track of everything. So I figure I should just keep him on edge by moving up my other Yari, Cav, and Great Guard. My goal is to take him through the trees here, so they have decent protection from the arrows if he does want to face them towards them, and you know, just sort of bait him into attacking me. At least that way I can sort of waste time. And I actually do let him know that I have these Matchlock Ashigaru here and my Yari Ashigaru. Now, I opted not to increase my guys' ranks. All mine are vanilla. Gamerdude actually did increase chevrons on a couple of his guys. It looks mostly like the Nodachis, so his guys are a little bit stronger. They have very good melee attack and decent melee defense here. So I'd be wise to not, you know, take them on head on without being or having a threat of flanking on the other side. So I lose my patience. This is something I typically do. I really do not want to play a game longer than 10 minutes. So I move up my my Matchlocks and my Yari Ashigaru, and I pretty much form them up on each side of my army here. And I have this one other unit just hanging out just in case something happens where I need to run away, and I can pull these guys up too. So I'm forming them up. I actually get very nervous when I see how low the morale is of the Matchlocks. You know, you forget in the single player how little morale these Matchlock units have, and it doesn't take much to make them flee. Gamerdude's moving his guys around here. He knows my Cav are over in this corner, and he exposes another one of his Yari Cavs here, and I've had enough. This is the point in the game where I feel like killing something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my light Cav here, and I'm going to try to charge them into his bow Ashigaru, and he runs away. And this is actually very good for me because he does not leave any spear units up front, and I'm able to charge my light Cav up. At the same time, I'm moving my stronger Cav units up through the trees. I'm going to put them in a loose formation so they can move faster. I'm going to try to get to this general. And I'm taking advantage of this because he's bringing all his Cav units over here to attack my other cavalry units. So I get my charge on with these light Cav, and they break through, and they get two bow Ashigaru. And it's hard to see here. I actually end up forgetting what's happening, and these guys just end up getting shot eventually. So I'm moving up slowly but surely. I actually even bring up these guys too because I figure, well, he's going to keep moving back, so there's no point leaving my guys there. And so I keep pressing the attack, and here he starts raining arrows on my light Cav that are pretty much doing nothing. This is a big mistake on my part. I blame it on the fog, but you know, it could have been a way worse unit. It could have been a Great Guard. Now over here, I try to do whatever I can. I use my Great Guard to crash into these Yari Ashigaru to hit the general, and on the other side, I use the Yari Cav. And soon as the rest of his units come over here, you know, to try to worry about that Great Guard, I crash in my Yari Cav on his general. They're completely sandwiched. He has no idea what's going on. The yellow on yellow makes it extremely confusing, and he's busy with his Cav over here fighting the single Great Guard. And I'm able to move up my Matchlocks and the rest of my guys, and I start charging into his army. And I charge with these Nodachis here, or I charge with my Katana Samurai here, and my other here, and his guys just start fleeing. They have no idea what to do. They get hung up. His Nodachis do get a terrible charge, unfortunately, and I am able to just get really good position with my Matchlocks and my Katanas, and you know, just play away and do my thing here. I actually aim my Bow Warrior Monks at his Cav over here because his general's dead, and I try to pull this unit of Naginata Warrior Monks over here to protect my stand and fight general, but unfortunately they just felt like killing these Nodachis, and they did not listen to me. He does get a couple flanking actions in on, you know, the back of my Naginata Warrior Monks over here, but it's okay. I mean, I have guns firing at his Cav here, and I pretty much get the win here, as a lot of his guys are just wavering, and it's going to be very hard to see which are his, unfortunately, but his last stand pretty much is right here where he's attacking my general. And at the same time as my general is defending himself and stand and fight, they're getting shot at from both sides by these Matchlocks here, these Bow Warrior Monks, and these other match locks who are protected by the Yari Ashigaru. So this one pretty much goes to me. I'm moving on to the next round in the tournament. And this is surprisingly also my first game. And I guess I'm kind of thankful for that. At the same time, it's kind of strange. But anyways, yeah. So guys, I know this is going to be placed in other on the on the Gamer Dudes. I think YouTube too. So I'm going to promote myself here. I have a website. AzureTotalWar.com. We have videos of many commentators, and I hope you guys stop by to check it out. And I hope to show you guys some better stuff in this tournament from myself, which you don't see too often. Alright, so thank you guys for watching.